Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to talk to you on a little different angle of what we've been generally talking about. I receive many emails every day, lots of emails, and to the best of my abilities, I read them, and many of them are long. and and I love to help you guys out, and so I read them. It does take quite a bit of time. So at least what you guys can do is, for God's sake, share the videos that you like on your social media and let people around the world know that there is support. At the same time, it gives you more exposure, gives the channel more exposure for what I'm trying to do. So that would be at least something you can you can reciprocate and make this channel more valuable. Many of you ask me, why don't you have million subscribers or million viewers? Well, because perhaps I don't know how to tag this properly, or none of you share the videos. Share them, put a force behind it. If you enjoy it, share the Facebook page, share the videos, let the people know that this channel exists. If you have enjoyed it and benefited from it, so obviously others may do and will feel blessed, at the same time will bless you in their hearts that you were the cause of them knowing about this channel. Now, having said that, I want you guys to focus a little bit and be in a conversation with me today in regards to the subject of why you feel the way you feel. As your emails always tell me, I'm devastated. Why am I in this relationship? Why was I in this relationship? Why did it turn out the way it did? And how could she cheat on me? How could he cheat me? By the way, I'm going to speak about, like, from boy's point of view and about a girlfriend, but you please turn it around, depending on what kind of relationship you have, to the gender that you like it to be, so it would make sense. So I just deliver it in one way for the purpose of flow of delivery, and you guys, depending on your relationship, turn it around and make it, like if I say, your girlfriend and your lady, or you're like, you can say boyfriend, or however your relationship is switch it around so it will suit your relationship. That gives me a little bit more freedom to talk a little bit quicker. So often, you wonder, why she cheated on me, or why he cheated on you, and you're sad and you're devastated and you feel sorry about the whole thing, and you say, I don't trust anybody anymore. I don't want to go in a relationship anymore, and all these things. You're familiar with all that kind of thing. So today we want to talk about, why is it that you're in a relationship that you perhaps had a notion from the beginning that it's not going to work, but you went in there thinking it's love? So in other words, the question would be, is love always finding the perfect choice? Is love always meaning it's about a perfect choice, and that is why we're in love and want to be in love with someone? Or is that why we tilt towards falling or wanting to fall in love with someone, because we found the perfect choice? So don't you think it's not always that we found the perfect choice? It's often, more than sometimes, we fall in love, or we think we're in love, or we want to be in love because we want to escape. It's a form of escape from reality of life. It's escape because I don't want to be responsible and take responsibilities and attend to my responsibilities and duties as I always did. To go through all the shit that I go through in life, to go through all the challenges that I go through in life, bill payments and this and sadness and not having enough of this and not having enough fun or having too much thing on my plate and this and that, so forth. And then I have been, you know, conditioned to think that I gotta finish a certain achievements, accomplish certain achievements to eventually arrive to a state where I can then have pleasure of enjoying the fruits of my labor. Or we have been conditioned to eventually someday, when we are accomplished, fall in love and, you know, have a family or have that kind of a lifestyle and so on. And I'm tired of waiting until I'm in that stage to be able to do all these wonderful things, be in a relationship, fall in love, and have pleasure and all that. I just want that ending, and I want to take a shortcut. I'm tired of this, and therefore I choose escape. I feel like if I fall in love, the love will replace all these hooplas that I have to go through, all these hoops that I have to jump through, because I will feel certain pleasure through being in love. Of course, some pleasure would be the fact that somebody wants me and I want somebody, and somebody wants to love me and I want to love someone, so that gives me pleasure. Pleasure of not having to worry about anything anymore because I feel like I've arrived to destination. You know, you arrive to destination to feel the pleasure, but I want to get the pleasure and take a shortcut, go for the pleasure. So it makes me feel as if I've arrived to the destination and I have achieved everything that I wanted to achieve. So, you know, putting the cart before the horse type thing. But it makes me feel good because I'm tired of all that. You know, I just want to take a shortcut and go right on top of the mountain and come right down the other side of it and then see where what I'm looking for is my destination, rather than going around the mountain and going through all the potholes and ups and downs and all the challenges and pitfalls and all that. I don't want to deal with all that. I just want to get to where I want to go. I want to breathe. Don't want to be responsible for anything else. So for that reason, I want to fall in love with someone and let her to control my mind, to be, you know, to know what I should focus on, which would be on her. And let her be responsible for everything else in a way, in my mind. Like, I don't have to do anything anymore. I've got what I wanted, which ultimately is the girl, you know. Of course, you know, you take a shortcut at the end, you're going to end up paying for it in more ways than one. But at that moment that you're tired of life and you don't feel happy because of many reasons, that maybe you haven't achieved what you want, you don't have enough money or whatever it is, so you choose a shortcut to distract yourself from realities of life and to get those pleasures, the pleasure of intimacy, pleasure of somebody loves you, pleasure of you having somebody and feeling like you're now a team, you're more than one, and you feel you've achieved something because, you know, there's another purpose in life, and the pleasure of, you know, being oblivious to everything else because now you're in love. So these perhaps could be motivations for you to think that you have found the right person, but really you haven't. All you have found is escape. And escape, no matter, you know, if you're escaping, if you don't have a destination, eventually you feel more lost than ever before because you're escaping, you don't know where to go, you're just running away. And being in love when you're not ready, because maybe you're not ready to have a girlfriend, maybe you're not ready to have a boyfriend, but you want to have the girlfriend in order to escape from what it is that is not suitable or palatable or pleasurable to you at the moment. You're tired of it all. If you fall in that trick of your mind, that becomes a real problem later on. And all these emails that I receive is maybe some of it because you fell in love for the wrong reasons, because you wanted to escape, because you wanted to feel pleasure sooner than you're ready to handle the responsibilities of a relationship, because that itself has its own challenges and so on. It's not all happy pleasure things, because not even you will still be responsible for all the things that you wanted to escape from. You'll also be responsible for possibly contributing to the happiness of your partner and the problems that he or she may have. And so you wanted to, you jump from a frying pan to the fire, possibly. So that is something that you don't want to do. So what I wanted to discuss with you, because as you know, my whole purpose for this channel is to help you to realize the role of your psyche in this whole thing. Your thoughts and consciousness and your fears and desires and egos, how they interact and how they put you in trouble or get you out of trouble. By understanding all these things, then it's like if I'm sharing with you how to catch a fish rather than just give you a fish so you can feed yourself. And to understand the role of your psyche into this whole life of yours, journey of yours, that will help you to be a more powerful person in your life, and to know if really your involvement with someone is for the right reasons, or is it escape, or is it because you're tired, or just because you want a distraction, or is it really love? So question yourself, is your love because you found the perfect person, or it's escape from the things you don't want to deal with? Something to think about, and perhaps it will be another chapter for you to maybe twig a little bit and become more familiar with how the role of your psyche, consciousness, fears, desires, and ego, thoughts are, and perhaps you can take a better care of yourself and your decisions. Continue your journey. Perhaps after all, it's better to take the long road so you can experience the whole thing and be more prepared when you get to the destination to enjoy the pleasures that come with it. Talk to you soon. Have a good night or day.